Hello, everybody. This is Purge, bringing you guys the loser bracket finals of the Gamecom Dota 2 Plantronics tournament. This is for the EU. Did I say that? I don't know, but I did it again. Okay. Tournament pricing is as such. First place is 2,000 euros. Second place is 1,000 euros. Third place is 500 euros. Fourth place gets a bunch of headsets with Dota 2 Void Battle Furies, the Dota 2 branded Gamecom Plantronics headsets. They are fantastic. And we're in the losers bracket finals. We're watching Aurochs versus Ursa Haram. What? Man, I don't know how to pronounce anything in Europe, apparently. And we have even more names that I can't pronounce. So pretty excited to go over their names in the future. Thank you guys. Thank you for the nice comments. First round bans. We're going to see a Lone Druid as well as a Lifestealer. This team Aurochs, by the way, they're the same team that banned Gyro Lifestealer in the first round every game. So maybe we'll see a Gyro squeak through and then they'll be angry. I really have no idea, but we'll see. Yeah, it's true. Battle Fury, the Battle Fury cosmetic costs more in keys than the headset does. You were literally making money by buying, by purchasing the headset, assuming that you actually were going to use the keys anyways. Nyx Assassin, Darkseer banned by Ursa Haram. Two heroes that are pretty easy, I would say. They don't have that high of a skill cap. They're very effective. Darkseer especially is not that hard to play in the long lane. Nyx Assassin, once you hit 6, it's not very hard to execute a combo and be really effective in through the game. So pretty good hero pickups. Wisp again is going to be, this is the first pick from Aurochs actually. The team that we saw stomp with Wisp repeatedly was Rocks in the previous match in the winner bracket final there. They kept drafting Wisp with Chaos Knight and they kept killing people continuously. It was really effective.
10 seconds remaining.
So we'll see if we see that again. Ursa starts things out after the Wisp, and they are taking their sweet time here. But there's a lot of good heroes in the pool. Batrider and Mag is my expectation. They're actually going to grab a Coddle. The problem with having both Batrider and Mag in the pool is that you can't really lane both very effectively. It's like Batrider has to do an off lane or something like that, basically, if you grab both heroes. I mean, ideally you want them mid, but both are in the pool. So do you want the Batrider or do you want the Mag? And this is going to allow Aurochs to snag the Mag. They used it in the last game against Rocks. It didn't work out so hot for them, but that was not the Meg's fault, I don't believe. I think that was a lot of other execution problems. So Keeper of the Light is what they have. Again, we're going to see a Chaos Knight. Apparently Chaos Knight Wisp is the thing to do in this tournament. Chaos Knight Wisp is a good combo. Does a lot of damage, things like that. Keeper of the Light's going to do a lot of counter push, though, and it's going to also allow Ursa to do a potentially really strong trialing if needed. That can shut down a Wisp and a Chaos Knight. I mean, they could honestly go for like a Keeper of the Light, Rubik, and I don't know, a Gyro or something like that. Have a lot of range, have a lot of nuke power, and maybe even shut down the enemy's tri-lane. Magnus is going to be their last draft. I'm not too surprised to see this. Chaos Knight, Magnus, so we're going to see a Magnus Batrider on the mid lane. Pretty equal matchup. Batrider has a slight advantage. Magnus is decent against Batrider, though. If he can skewer Batrider under tower, then, especially if there's no creeps around. Well, namely, there has to be no creeps around, otherwise it doesn't really work out. But if you can skewer Batrider under tower during Firefly, then it's actually pretty good, because you'll have a Shockwave plus the tower damage to try to kill Batrider. It can be quite useful.
10 seconds remaining.
So waiting on the last pick here. I would like to see a strong tri-lane support personally, or maybe a Gyro pickup. I don't know if they had vision or if they watched the Aurochs previous games, but I expect that they'll ban out a Gyro in the second round, and I think Gyro's a fantastic tri-lane hero. He's really good against Chaos Knight, I think. Even if you get dived on, you can use Rocket Barrage, for example, and do a lot of damage to Chaos Knight. And if he does if it gets late game, then you have Flat Cannon, and you can just cleave through all of his illusions quite easily, actually. I think Gyro's a fantastic Chaos Knight counter. Probably one of the main reasons that Chaos Knight stopped getting played, frankly. I think Chaos Knight's still a great hero, but Gyro's rise to fame has been mighty and very strong, and he's still a very good hard carry. So I think Gyro would be the right pick here. I don't know if they'll snag it. They might not. They may. Who knows? They've got 50 seconds left, and they are taking their sweet, sweet time about the drafting here. Cancer Lancer? Maybe. I mean, they could do a PL. They do have Keeper of the Light. You're completely right. They could do a PL. The downside is that I would say Phantom Lancer is actually pretty easy to counter or to gank as a Chaos Knight Wisp. There's the Rubik ban, another support that I could have seen. You see, PL is honestly not hard to kill in the early game. He is really, really not hard to kill. If you get a Dust, you can Chaos Knight Wisp gank on him quite easily, and you just solo burst him down with the stuns and the nukes. He's not that hard to kill in the early game, so there is chance of shutting him down. The same could be said about Gyrocopter, I assume, because Gyrocopter is definitely squishier than Phantom Lancer is, but I think that Gyro gives a lot more tri lane presence than a Chaos Knight, or than a PL does. So
10 seconds remaining.
we'll see. Nature's Prophet was their pick. That's going to give them either a long lane or a jungle hero. We'll see a ban of Queen of Pain. I guess Queen of Pain is pretty good against Batroid because he can always blink away if things really get scary. Two more bans to go. The DB, he can burn all CK's mana, which he lacks greatly. Perhaps. Two more bans swinging on through here. Come on, give me some bans. It is going to be a PL ban. PL finally being banned out here. I really do think Gyro is the way to go from Ursa straight Ram, though. I think it's a much better tri-lane hero. PL does have scarier late game. I would say that for sure. I mean, if PL makes it past the 20-minute mark without dying much, the game is kind of over, generally. It's usually how it turns out. Especially with the Chaos Knight, he doesn't have enough AoE. And there aren't really any good builds that Chaos Knight can do that's going to allow you to actually play against a PL effectively. Once PL gets like Diffusal and Manta style, I think Chaos Knight's pretty much shut down. And especially Heart. Once he gets Heart, Chaos Knight's over. It's over. He can kill one of the heroes. Like maybe if he got the right one, it would be done. But no Gyro ban, surprisingly. Bane Elemental is going to be banned. And Shadow Demon, the last support hero ban, as well as a Puck. So apparently he's scared about the heroes that can get away from Batroid easily. So this, I mean, they already have a Magnus. They're probably already going to put Magnus mid, honestly. I think this is two wasted bans from Ursa Straight of the Puck and the Quap. All right, this is kind of how it goes. Like, Magnus is pretty bad in the long lane. He's really not that effective there.
5 seconds.
He's not very effective in the long lane, which means that he's probably going to go mid, and Batrider versus Mag is a pretty good lane for Batrider, I would say, so I think they really wasted two of their bans. They're actually going are they using the draft that Rocks used against them? I think that's exactly what's happening here. They're literally drafting the heroes that Rocks stomped them with the previous game. They drafted the Ancient Apparition, the Chaos Knight, and the Wisp for their tri-lane. Ooh, I like what Ursa is doing here. They're going to try to shut down the Chaos Knight with an aggressive tri-lane of their own. They're going to do an Undying Coddle, probably Gyrocopter. I'm guessing it's going to be a Gyro. Give me the Gyro. Give me the Gyro. Bounty Hunter is the last pick out of Aurochs. So long lane Bounty Hunter. If Aurochs is smart, they're going to try to put the Bounty Hunter wherever the heck that tri-lane is going to be. Nature's Prophet's going to be on a solo lane. They're going to do an aggressive tri-lane, Undying, Keeper of the Light, plus whatever. And it's a Visage. What? Where's the Gyro? Alright, that's obviously an aggressive tri-lane. They don't have a carry now. Like, I guess Nature's Prophet, but... What? I thought for sure this would be a Gyro. Gyro seems the obvious choice. Counters Chaos Knight, fits into an aggressive tri-lane just fine. I'm so confused. Alright, Visage is the pick. Alright. In their defense, Visage is a great tri-lane hero. He's a great tri-lane hero. If you do an Illuminate, he gets a Soul Assumption, damage is done, he can get mana from the Keeper of the Light. It's a great old time. But against a Bounty Hunter and a Chaos Knight, you will get out-carried, unless you have a really, really good early game. Also, Tombstone is fantastic versus low armor heroes who don't have good escapes, and that is definitely Ancient Apparition, and to a lesser extent Wisp, because he can always, of course, tether and run away from allies. But we're going to see a pause as we get into the game here. Let's make sure we are nice and slow. And since we are paused and on a replay cast, I don't know what they're saying. We are going to speed it up. All right, so the players' rating team. This is Team Aurochs. They're in the losers bracket finals. They lost 0-2 to Rocks in the winner bracket final. We've got Tony Montana playing the Magnus. Sema the Slayer is going to be playing Chaos Knight. We've got Toporika Pharma is playing Ancient Apparition. Dubas the Slayer playing Wisp. And finally, we have Bounty Hunter being played by Ka here. Let me just take a look at something really quick, guys. Just have to double check here. I feel confused about things, and I feel like it's necessary for me to check it. All right, this is the correct replay folder, so we will just resume this here. Sorry about that. Dire team, we've got Dota stock playing the Undying. We've got Yo on the Keeper of the Light. We've got something on the Visage. Mid lane is going to be in Light playing the Batrider. And finally, we've got Make Me Feel is playing Nature's Prophet. So, aggressive tri-lane here on the top lane. Mid lane is going to be the Magnus. Are we lagging? Nope, 0 frames dropped. It is not me.
30 seconds to
It is all you. Bounty Hunter's looking for heroes, I guess. I guess they're trying to scout out the aggressive tri-lane. Normally what you do in this case where you don't want to be aggressively tri-laned is you move into the jungle and you just be really careful so you can spot out the enemy team. And at that point, you look for them and stuff. And if you find them, then you shift your lanes against it. I mean, look what's happening right now. They're anticipating the aggressive tri-lane from the Dire team, so they went to the top lane. They said, okay, well, they're obviously... Oh, cool, he has a fancy hat. I've never seen this before. This hood looks fantastic. Anyone else feel this? Look at this. He's got, like, little stitches, and this looks like he actually has real hair instead of old man hair. It's just pretty cool for him. Did they attack? Was there a sentry there? Or a ward or something? No, there wasn't. That's weird. Anyways, enough about Keeper of the Light. So they're predicting the aggressive tri-lane, and therefore they're doing an aggressive tri-lane of their own. This isn't very good for Nature's Prophet. He should be killable here, and keep in mind that if he actually does get behind, he's gonna lose. Undying is actually farming in this lane, not the Visage. I was expecting Visage for some reason because I've seen so many Undyings lately. But Bounty Hunter's got a safe lane farm. Is actually outside of EXP range. I think this is a mistake. Oh, he's gonna be okay. So he's getting EXP here, and now I think the Dire team is gonna realize. Look at this. Nature's Prophet's already dead. Oh my god. Pretty easy kill, and they did do the same thing, the Reality Rift into Tether Stun, instead of using the Chaos Bolt. I still think this is a mistake, by the way. The range on this is very, very low. You can throw a Chaos Bolt, and you can run in with the Tether Stun and get the way more stun duration, but they still did get the kill regardless. So they used Chilling Touch on this, of course. So mid lane is Magnus versus the Batrider, and the... I mean, this is just looking great for the Radiant team. They'll probably... Oh, this is a huge mistake from... Magnus, what is he doing, man? There's a 4-stack. What? He gave up on that? This is a kill. Go on it. What are you doing, man? It's the easiest kill ever. 6 stacks. You don't even need to right-click this guy. He's just dead. What is he doing? Just walk on him. Oh, Batrider, what are you doing, man? Batrider. Batrider, I am so disappointed in you. That was the easiest kill ever. Oh, my God. He had that kill. All right. Oh, my gosh. All right. A little bit of... All right, this is how this works, guys. When you're playing Batrider versus any hero mid, you stack on them until you have creeps under tower. There were 5 creeps under tower and 5 stacks on Magnus. All you have to do is literally right-click over the Magnus until he dies. If you don't right-click him, the tower will never aggro you. It will attack creeps. Oh, there's a chance it will aggro you, but it will right-click creeps. The tower will right-click creeps. He had 5 creeps. He had 5 stacks on the Magnus. He literally just had to stand on top of the Magnus until Magnus died. It didn't even matter that AA stayed alive. Like he was so scared to put fire on top of Magnus, but all he had to do was stay on top of Magnus. It was the easiest setup and kill ever. He had that Magnus so bad that Magnus made a huge mistake and he still died. Nature's Prophet TPing to the top lane. They're just giving up. I guess they're just going to try to take a tower. They're spawning 2 Treants. They're cosmetic. They look beautiful, and they're going to nuke the creep wave down. And this is probably, I don't know, maybe this is a little early. He probably should have waited till he hit level 3, perhaps. But they're going to TP to the bot lane. His tower will go down eventually. The creep wave is gone. The Wisps are actually, the Wisp is spirit harassing decently. And Bounty Hunter's down here as well. He does not have Janata. We're going to see a slow 1 nuke on the IO, but he does not go down. And this tower will fall. So at the very least, they will get some gold advantage here. 6 stacks on top of the Magnus here. He's going to bottle crow this up a little bit. He's got an 8 charge wand at the moment. I don't like the fact that he completed this before finishing boots, but he has. And wow, look at the nuke damage on Bat. Bat can't even dive now. Wow, the 9 stacks. Look how oily he is. He's so oily. Will he get the kill? He's going to get the kill. 10 stacks. He's completely covered in oil, and he's still able to snag it. Look how slow this guy is. Okay, he's clean now. Instantly clean. All right, they took the tower. Undying is now level 3. Poor Batrider, man. This is the oiliest Batrider ever. Bounty Hunter's still trying to get some EXP on the bot lane, and they're not done pushing. I really think Nature's Prophets may be making a mistake going this hard on the push. I think he should spend at least some time jungling. Getting a second level of Nature's Call is going to be really, really beneficial to them. But I guess they don't care. They're just going to right-click it. Do they have a basey? They do have a basey at least. So I guess they're all in. Might as well. They're going to try to take a huge gold advantage from this. I don't know if it's going to matter, though. 6 stacks on... All right, you got him. You got him, bro. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, this Batrider's so scared. He's hesitating so much. All right, he gets RP'd. Will he die? All right, this is a dead Batrider. Batrider's now dead. Batrider's dead again. He's just hesitating way too much. He keeps almost killing the Magnus. Magnus is being way too aggressive. I don't know what that says. It probably means you suck or something. I don't know. Like, that's definitely crap talk. But I think the Bat Rider is not playing his matchup correctly. He's not being aggressive enough. He's like half committing. He needs to full commit. Wow, Bounty's almost going down. He does get killed. Look at the nuke damage. That was insane. Did they even have a sentry down? I don't think they did, but man, this tower is going to fall. This cosmetic looks so fantastic. Second tower goes down. So despite losing mid pretty bad, they are going to take a second tower bot, and they should be able to shift other places. Chaos Knight, in the meantime, is just farming. He's got treads as well as the stout shield. And the Undying Caudal are going to shift, so it's not one-sided here. The gold advantage is going to be in the Dire team's favor because they do have 2 towers now. But the EXP is going to be in the Radiant team's favor. This is actually often what happens in a push lineup, actually. One team gets a gold advantage, the team that's not pushing gets an EXP because they're getting EXP from 2 to 3 waves. For example, Chaos Knight has not stopped getting EXP top. On the mid lane, Magnus has not stopped getting EXP. Look at his EXP, he's level 7 right now, it's insanely high. And Bat Rider just can't keep his HP up. What is he doing? Oh man, the Skewer comes forward. Will he go down? He's going to use Firefly. He's popping his bottle charges, trying to live, but might go down. We'll see. Guess he's going to be just fine. Just the regen on the Magnus. This is going to feel good for him. Even a salve on IO. Hopefully he doesn't get to... Oh, it's a melee creep. They're fine. Chaos Knight's still in the long lane, and now I guess they're shifting over. Visage is going to do a single pull here. This should stack the wave. I kind of like this. Nature's Prophet as well might get some EXP. There's a dive actually coming on through. The Skewer comes through. Will they grab him? Keeper the Lights running for his life, but it's not going to matter. And Magnus gets another kill. Even the Bat Rider double kill in the mid lane. What is this Prophet doing? Running in. He's like, I'm going to walk into this. It's going to be just fine. Will we see an RP? He's going to do some right click. One decay as well. Undying is chasing, but his tombstone's in the wrong spot. And they need a nuke. Great ulti actually is going to help keep the Wisp alive. And I think Wisp is going to be just fine. Ooh, the regen rune. That's good, I hear. A level 5 might be in some trouble. Good shockwave. Skewer is going to do some damage as well. Nuke comes through. He does kill the AA. Great play there. Undying running for his life, but the rift onto the high ground. And now a stun on the Visage. Wisp gets killed, actually. Nice play from Visage. Needs to use his wand and nuke. Wand nuke. Oh, he uses the slow instead. I guess he was dead anyways. Doesn't really matter that much. Bat Rider's still level 5. He's got boots up, though. So much burning, guys. Man, this case, 4-second stun. He might be able to get this. He needs to tread switch. There he goes. Good damage. And then he realizes I'm taking too much. Man, Chaos Knight looks so cool with the oil. So cool, man. What is going on? This is a weird game, man. This is a weird game. Look at the damage. Oh, this guy is so dead. He's trying really hard to get this kill, but definitely overextended there. Wispy's going to get killed. It's like such a weird game. So much diving. Caudal. Oh, man, that's going to suck for him. He does not have any spells, and Magnus finally does get shut down. And Light finally getting the kill. He's so deserved. Kind of. Mostly deserved. Nature's Prophet jungling in the meantime. Level 3 still. Could be getting solo EXP on this wave. I think this would be a better place for him to be at the moment. I do like that he's shifting over. Level 5 on the Ancient Apparition, 3 levels of Cold Feet. And some TPs to the top lane here. Chaos Knight will be getting the solo EXP now. He's going for Drum of Endurance, pretty understandable. GPMs are looking pretty good on a couple of heroes. There's been more kills than last hits this game, I dare say. Pretty close. Another nuke. Man, Caudal has no HP. They do put a sentry down. Nice play. Bounty Hunter is on the map. They know this. He's got a phase boots. He's level 6. He is going to be ganking no matter what. And he did retreat from the mid lane. You got to put those sentry down when you're against a Nyx Assassin or a Bounty Hunter. Sometimes Ricky Mars as well when you're expecting him to have a Diffusal Blade. Oh, Prophet. I think he can get soloed for sure. His skill build is good for this. He's got track. Just kill him. Just kill him. You got this. Come on. Oh, you got... What? All right. He wanted to use his Invis again. He should have probably just broken the Invis because he would have had it off cooldown again. All right, here comes Visage. And a TP as well. Actually, they might get a double kill out of this. Wisp shows up. They got the kill very, very easily. Will we see the nuke? He is going to put the nuke down to the Wisp, but a 4-second stun here. Tombstone as well. Will it matter? Huge Illuminate, actually. Might see the Wisp dying. This zombie is mad. He gets teleported back based on relocate. So, some solid escape here. Zombie looks great. He's all like standing upright and stuff. Poor little zombie. So they get the track kill. More gold going to the Radiant team now. Net worth still looking really good for them. Skewer ulti as well. He puts the Firefly down though. And a double stack flame break, but he does still get killed. Will Visage be able to clean this up? He's got really good stacks here. Puts him low, and he does get the kill. Nice play from Visage so far. He's been playing really effectively. Spawning his birds, and will he get another nuke off? There's the slow. He only brought one, though. Slight mistake from him. Pretty good right clicks. Throws the nuke. Will he get it? Illuminate. It's going to miss, actually, but the bats. Yes, the bats got him. Go Visage. Visage does get picked off as a result, and now IO running for his life. Man, this game is so high action. What's going on? Looks like Undying died to the top lane. Yeah, he did. Only Arcane Boots. It's a great build for mana, but it just doesn't keep you that survivable, actually. Chaos Knight definitely has the DPS to take him out. Is this another sentry? They're still putting sentries on the mid lane. Are the familiars all dead? I just see one on the map. I think the second one might have died. Possibly to a tower. One invis here. And will, if anybody comes to the top lane, they will die. That is for sure. Plus track gold. But what Bounty needs to do is go find the Coddle and continue to solo gank him. It's easiest gold ever. He can get plus 150 here. Really, really pays off. And more heroes in the jungle. And instead they're just going to start taking the tower. So despite still having all of this gold advantage, or in the past they had this gold advantage, it's still not looking very good. It only does so much, honestly. Okay, maybe he doesn't do that much to Coddle. They're going in actually the big TP gank. Coddle goes down. That's track gold. He's going to have it up, but again in just a second. Will he track the Visage? He will. Some harass coming. No levels of Gravekeeper's Cloak yet, so he's still pretty squishy, but Bounty's got to be careful. The TP goes back, and maybe they will take the tower from it. So despite taking the 2 towers, the EXP advantage from the raiding team is so much that I don't even think it really matters that they have that gold advantage anymore. It really doesn't. I mean, Visage has been doing great, but he's going to get killed again, level 8. He's literally the savior of his team, but, I mean, he can't 1v5 here. I don't know why these heroes are mid. Maybe they should be together. He's going to TP back and get his Midas. So he's got his Midas finally, 11 minutes, pretty slow, relatively. Despite getting those early towers, they maybe could have snagged this faster, but he has been getting ganked a lot, so tough time for him. So Ancient Apparition is now level 6. Magnus is invis on the mid lane. And we're seeing a track. Here comes the dive, the slow as well. Shuriken toss. And Batrider is going to survive actually from this. TPs are coming in. Batrider does get killed despite this. Can they snag any more kills in the jungle? We'll see. Visage is in position as well. And the rest of the raiding team is grouping up. Who's teleporting in? It's going to be the Chaos Knight this time. He's still going Armlet. His mana's a little low, though, which is going to cause him some problems here. And maybe a dive on the mid lane. We'll see an Illuminate at least, and another nuke. But, I mean, there's just really not that much that the Dire team is going to be able to do late game. Nature's Prophet just finished his Midas. It was pretty late. He's not exactly a hard carry in the purest sense anyways, so, I mean, him versus a Chaos Knight, it's just not looking that good. Did Magnus use an ulti? Oh, he's just screwing around. Okay. Just making a show for us, guys. No problem. Yeah, Visage has been doing really well. I think he's been doing a great job this game, honestly. I don't think he's going to be able to carry this, though, but his skill build is pretty good for killing. Oh, he's getting TP'd on. This looks bad for him. What is he going to do? Can he do anything? Oh my god, the damage. Even the Batrider doing his best to try to stop the Chaos Knight, but the right click is just too much. Do we see tracks? I don't know. Probably at least one. Another nuke comes. And Undyne goes for a mech. Magnus is going to shockwave on through. Creeps are going to get killed as well, but the dive is going to continue here. Chaos Knight's going to keep farming. I mean, they honestly, it's 18-7. They don't even have to, like, sit around. I don't know why they're waiting. They could honestly just Rex it mid pretty much. Like, take some towers or something. There is pretty good counter push, though. Tombstone, I guess, and Coddle. So I guess technically it's better for them to spread out and farm. Top wave is completely free EXP. AA should go for this. Oh, yeah. Free EXP. Some damage on the Coddle here. Skewer comes forward, actually, and an RP, so solid kill from Tony Montana here. He's going to be able to pick off the Undyne quite easily here. And almost the Armlet. Armlet now finished on Chaos Knight, and that's just the beginning of the end here. Once he hits level 11, he's going to be able to pop Armlet. He's going to do insane right-click damage. He should be able to kill people in his first Reality Rifts and follow that up with Chaos Bolts. I'm really not seeing him running into any problems this game. Still Tranquil Boots on the Visage. I'm not a huge fan of Tranquil Boots, actually. I think this is not necessarily the best item to snag. I'm a huge fan of maybe Arcane Boots. His mana pool is not as high as it could be. They will try to take the mid tower and possibly do it. Radiant team is not quite together. They have no RP. They do have a Blink Dagger, though. Are we going to see a TP? We needed to see a TP from Wisp Chaos Knight, but haven't quite seen it yet. They have the mana. Are they going? Here comes the ulti there. Finally coming. Who's going to die first? Looks like Nature's Prophet's getting sent all the way back. Then kill like 5 heroes at the same time. Barret will fall and a couple right clicks and Wisp as well. Wisp, will you live? Wisp is going to die. So they got one at least. One hero going down. 3, 4 almost dire heroes going down. Here comes a stun. 3 seconds in the armlet. And Undying is not looking healthy. Where's Keeper been this whole time? Good game is called, and that's the end of game 1. Not really worth playing this one out. I think their draft was honestly just not good. They really needed a hard carry. They took the towers pretty rapidly, and that was great and all. Visage was able to make kills. They took 2 tower spot, but the main issue, I think, was, number 1, their Batrider got way outlaned min when he should have gotten kills on the Magnus. And number 2, their Nature's Prophet was their last pick. It's just not the right choice, I don't think. They needed a hard carry of some kind, and it just didn't happen. So, A ulti's going to come mid, push some creeps. But that's going to be the end of this game, and we're going to speed this up so we can move on to the next set. Or the next game, that is. Look how fast this horse is running, guys. Alright, that is just, wow. Sorry, we just dodged all the stats. Well, my bad, guys. That was game 1. We'll be back in just a second with game 2. Don't go anywhere. This is the Gamecom Plantronics Dota 2 EU tournament. And we'll have game 2 coming up in just a sec.